I unmuted. Now I'm muted. There we go. Hello,
Hello. Hello,
everyone.
hello. Oh, we've got people here.
Yeah.
I see Bridget and Georgia and Barbie and John. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to
How
apologize
is
now. I'm a little
everyone?
congested. Everybody out there. I have baggies under my eyes and dark circles. I'm a congested person today, so forgive me, allergy season being what it is. Oh, look, the notifications just went out.
Yay, that's good. I have to take my allergy medicine every morning or I'm a mess.
I do it. It ends up like being like a build-up thing. I'm like a 5-year-old. It builds up and builds up, and then all of a sudden it's just like overload, and then I shut down for a couple of days, and it's like I have the quote-unquote summer cold. My daughter, she came with us when we went to Stormville. It was freezing. It was super windy. The allergies were crazy. She couldn't stop sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. And the only time
that
she
makes
stopped
everything hurt.
her whole face was bright red. Her eyes, she sneezes
Oh.
so hard she bruises herself when she sneezes too. So it was horrible. I felt so bad for her.
Oh. Hello, Sheila and Tracy. And a whole bunch of people.
Wow, everyone's here.
Penny
The
Sue,
notification went out.
Kraken Reseller. I can't remember her first name. Do you remember her first name?
No, because she's new to me. I met her yesterday. Hi.
Oh, she's awesome. I love her. But I can't remember her first name.
Let us know your first name. I'm looking down. I changed where my computer is, so I'm looking down so I got more space to my right. But I love the name Kraken.
So if I missed you coming in, hello, 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 and welcome. So I always ship by the end of the week, and then the hope is always for things to go out on Christine. Okay. You have to tell me like 3 times before it sticks.
It'll fit. I got you now because that's my middle name and it's with a K, so I won't forget.
So the hope is always to get things out the door on Mondays, but there was some question about whether or not the post office was open today because Juneteenth was yesterday. And so online it said they weren't going to be open, but then I got a box delivered.
Oh, it's weird.
It is weird.
I don't know. I didn't even know.
It was the Swan glass from you. It was supposed to be delivered on Saturday, and I got a little note in my box because the person who ran the route Saturday was not a regular and wouldn't walk up to the building and deliver a box.
It wasn't that big of a box.
So lazy.
Yes.
Anyway, so
so
everything from last week will go out tomorrow. But this sale, you will be invoiced on the weekend. Probably like if some of this sells because it's shipping by itself, I may go ahead and get it boxed up. But this is my parents' 50th anniversary this week.
Yes.
And the party is Saturday, and I've got a list this big. Yeah, a lot to do. So I'm not gonna make any promises about getting things boxed up any earlier.
I like using people's handles. I will use Kraken. I got no problem using Kraken. Reading the chat there. And no problem with that. I think it's a great name anyways. But yes, she's gonna be really busy. Gonna be really busy this weekend. You're gonna have fun though too. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun though too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yep, I gotta head up to my mom's and start making decorations and things as soon as we're done here today.
Yeah.
Going to be so much fun.
Yes, it is. I remember my grandparents' 75th anniversary was a blast. All the people that showed up, and it was beautiful weather, and it was nice. It was nice to have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 91 here on Saturday, and we've rented tents. So the tents will be here Friday and go up Friday, and not supposed to rain, but it's supposed to be 91. So
you need that shade. Yeah.
It'll be a little warm.
Just the titch. I wish we had that warm weather. It's freezing here. It's 57 degrees, and I
can't get over how cool your summer's been so far.
It's been horrible. It's been a cold, freezing winter and a crap spring, and now we're getting a cold summer so far. So I'm looking forward to a warmer summer. I would appreciate can I at least get to 75?
I'd love to send you some of our heat. Love to send it to you.
Something like 10 degrees. I'll be happy. Something like 10 degrees. It'll make you happy. It'll make me happy. We'll be great. Because I like to sit outside. Hey, Kelly. I do. I like to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. As far as me shipping, I will be shipping out and invoicing out. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, tomorrow. I kind of bumped up my days because I do 2 sales on YouTube and then 2 sales on the whatnot, it like all in a row. So maybe tomorrow. I did that last time
Oh,
and
I
it worked
forgot to
out good.
link your whatnot. I was
No,
gonna
it's
do
all right.
that. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. But find me over there on Black Dog Vintage over there so that the whole thing fits on the screen. Because otherwise it's Black Dog Vintage, and that's all that you get. So this way it's Black Dog Vintage over there. I'll be doing a couple sales over there this week, so that'll be fun. And I like it. It's quick and easy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about all of this. Yes, thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. Give us the thumbs. Give Claudia the thumbs. You can give her a white one or you can give her a black one. Just give her the thumbs.
All right. So we're talking about colored glass today. And so probably everybody knows that it is the chemicals that they put into the glass that make it colored or leave it clear. And, they even had to play around with the color composition to get clear glass. We've talked about that before when we covered clear glass, about the lead and everything that goes into clear glass. So, hello, Elliot.
Yes.
Welcome.
I'm just going to type something in. Hi.
So, if we do, I'll just explain since we've got a newcomer. If we hold up a little card, then the first person to put in that number will get that item. If we do it as an offer up, we will do a starting price that will go into the chat, and then we'll let people bid for a bit, and then we will count it down. We will have someone put stop into the chat, and whoever comes in before the stop is the person that wins. You will always see yourself first, but if you go back out and refresh and come back in, then you will see it in the correct order.
Yeah.
And speaking of, is there anybody that wants to do our stops today? Put in our, because I do have one offer up for sure. We will also make anything an offer up if you guys want a better chance of getting it. So just let me know.
Hey, Jill.
And then after you, hello, Jill. After you have won an item, you need to immediately email the person that you won the item from with your YouTube name, your real name if it's different, your PayPal email. We both use PayPal for invoicing. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can check out as a guest. And then your shipping address so that we can give you a correct shipping quote. Shipping is not included. I'm shipping from Ohio. Nikki is shipping from New York. Did I forget anything?
So, no, I think you did good. The only thing I'll say about shipping is it depends on where you live. That is important to know. It depends on where you live. So I can ship something to somebody here in the East Coast, and it's going to be 10 times cheaper than if I ship something to the West Coast. Just a heads up on that.
Yes.
And we do try to get you, we always get you the best shipping rates. If something is really, like I have one piece that's a little beefy. I try to do cubic, which always saves people money, and we combine shipping whenever possible. So that helps too. Yes. Hey, Kathy.
Yeah.
And John said he'd do our stop and start.
Who's going to?
John said he'd do it.
Okay.
Viking treasure hoard.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
So, some of the chemicals that go into glass to give them their colors. So for blues, you've got iron, which you get a blue-green. You've got copper, which gives you blue. You've got cobalt, which gives you a deeper blue. Amber is iron sulfur. Greens, chromium, obviously uranium. We all know that one. Uranium will also give you a yellow. The other thing that will give you a yellow is cadmium. And nickel will give you your brown glass, which, in the 1800s, brown glass was all your medicine bottles. Now it's mostly beer bottles, but back then it was all your medicine bottles were brown glass. Hello, Michelle. Yes, crazy hot, Kaz. So your purples, manganese and neodymium. And oh my goodness, I want to get my hands on a piece. I do not own a piece. That is the one that will change color in the sunlight.
Oh, okay.
So It will look a different color. I think it will look is it blue that it looks? Oh, I can't remember because I just saw somebody
wanna
on
say it's
Instagram who
blue.
bought a piece and they were showing it inside, and then outside it is a vibrant lavender. But inside, you'd never guess in a million years that that was the color of it.
Okay. That's
so cool.
the stuff that goes into it. If anybody out there is an artist or even has dabbled in like creative little art things, you'll see these colors on paint tubes too. You'll see chrome green, chromatic green. You'll see manganese. You'll see cad red, cad yellow. These are on. So these are colors that are used everywhere too.
So your reds, your pinks, you're gonna have gold, real gold.
Yeah,
we'll give
real
you
gold.
A ready pink color. Erbium will give you true pink, and then selenium and cadmium mixed will give you red.
Yes. And the funny thing is that's why red glass is more expensive, because of the gold in it. I did not know that about the red. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the process of making Amarena glass is interesting because that is a heat process that turns the glass the different colors. So you get the orange and the red in your glass. That was all I had.
And honestly, if you go and watch Blown Away on Netflix, you'll see it helps to watch how they actually incorporate the glass colors into it, so you can actually visualize it. And if nobody's ever seen that show or you haven't watched it, totally go check it out. It is really interesting to watch Blown Away. That is fun. The only other thing that I found out that was a little bit different was that colored glass was actually being done in the 8th century, which is kind of like how'd they pull that off? It was done by a Persian, and it was done in Mesopotamia and Egypt. A Persian named Abu Musa Jabir ibn, which means son of. Thank you, Michael Crichton, for that little bit of information. Hayyan. He discovered that metal oxidation was the catalyst for coloring, and he's kind of known as the father of chemistry. So that's the only other fun thing that I knew, besides the fact that the red and the gold is more expensive, which I didn't know. Learn new things every day. That was it. So they were doing colored glass all the way back then, and then the churches got involved, and that's why you see all these stained glass pieces in churches. That was what a lot of it was
love
for.
stained glass.
Yeah.
Love stained glass.
I have a piece that's reminiscent of stained glass. Yes. Yep. Red is hard to find, and that's a reason why red's hard to find. I mean, I don't have any red pieces today. I have nothing that's red today. So sorry.
All of my red pieces are actually Amarena.
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that's why a lot of red's flashed too, because it's just easier to flash them, because red fades. They found that red was fading. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of you have to be really careful when you're picking up vintage glass that the red isn't flashed, because the red was applied over amber quite often, which I got a fairy lamp, and the person had said it was red glass. It was not red glass. It was amber glass. It was flashed red. The flashing was coming off, but I scrubbed the rest of that red off because I collect amber glass. When it was red, I was buying it for resale. But when I discovered that it was flashed and it was actually amber glass, I'm like, sweet, gonna add that to my amber glass collection.
Yep. Yep. And if you're lucky enough to find red glass, totally pick it up, because it is hard to find red because of that. So pick it up. It's worth a little bit more, as we found out. So the more you know, the more you know.
All right, let's sell some stuff.
Do that. What am I selling? Oh, that's
okay, so what I picked out for today is the first 3 pieces are my red, orange, and yellow, but all 3 of them are actually Amberina. And so I did Roy G. Biv colors, and then I also did a light blue, a light pink, or a depression pink, and then a white for the trans flag, because we do have a wonderful trans friend in this community. I wanted to honor their flag also. And then my last piece is clear, because if you're an artist, you know that white so I'm calling it white, is all of the colors of the rainbow, and black is the absence, right? Is that correct?
It's the other way around.
Oh, it's the other way. So white
Black
is the
is
absence.
everything, and white is the absence of color.
Anyway, I bought it because it was a cool piece. That's why it's here.
It doesn't matter. But clear glass is technically a little bit like glass is really a light green when you start with it, and then you add purifiers to make it clearer and clearer and clearer. Unless it's desert glass from Libya, which is actually naturally yellow. Forgot about that one, which is weird. Yes, and it's really hard to find. Really hard to find.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Now that's something I didn't know. Okay, so find my cards. Calling this my red piece. And it is a Fenton Amberina Bell that is mostly red. And I want to show you why I'm calling this my red piece, because this Amberina piece, mostly orange, and this Amberina piece, mostly yellow. So isn't it amazing the different color you can get? And again, all chemical composition is just how they make it, and then what part they fire extra for the Amberina.
Yeah, because that base is almost like ruby red.
Yep.
At least that's the way it's showing up. It's like a
it is deep red.
Yeah.
And in fact, at first when I got it, I didn't realize it was Amberina.
It's lighter at the handle, yeah.
Yep. So it does not have, it's clicky clack. There's no clicker in here, but it does have Fenton right up inside, printed into the glass. There you can see it. So it's Fenton. Got the hobnail, 6 inches tall, no chips, no cracks.
Hey, Chicago lady.
It's just beautiful. Beautiful little fin. Hi, Jeannie. Yes, I love when the sun comes in and the glass throws the colors all over. I can't put glass in my windows because my cats like to sit in my windows, but I absolutely love that. So the Fenton Bell, $10, number 9, is just $10, number 9, for little Fenton Amberina Bell that is mostly red. And we'll do 2, so I will do the Viking Persimmon. And that was what Viking called this orangey amberina color. And all 3 of these pieces do fluoresce. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of it.
It's so hard to show.
Yeah, but all 3 do fluoresce slightly bright orange underneath the black light. It's just a little bonbon dish. It is so, I love Viking. Viking is just, I've said it before. I'll probably say it every time I have a piece of Viking. It's Jolly Rancher. It makes me want to take a big bite out of it. This one is 6 3/4 inches across. So just a little persimmon bonbon dish. And it is going to be $15, number 11. $15, number 11. And those are my first 2. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today.
I'm starting with my biggest piece. This is a big, huge planter. This is done by National Potteries out of Cleveland, Ohio. National Potteries Division out of Cleveland, Ohio. And this is a proper planter. You can see it next to my head. I have one that's a little bit on the smaller side that I have 1 geranium in, and it looks amazing. So also what would look really cool in this, because like I said, it is a planter. I mean, you could use it for other things, I'm sure. You could flip it over and use it as a big riser. You could put lights in it, but I like it as a planter. Amaryllises, I think, would look really great. And they have the big green leafy blades that just kind of sit there. And then in the wintertime, you get the bright red or white flowers. Oh, you get Sheila for number 11.
Yep, I got you. Thank you, Sheila. You want to know what I use mine for?
What do you use yours for? You have one too?
It's got all of my mixing spoons in it, and all of my, right there by my stove, got my spatulas in it. That's what I use mine for.
Yeah. And this is such a pretty color. This is black dog green. That's what this is. This is black dog emerald green is what this is. So in diameter, it measures 7 inches across, and then depth wise, we get 6 inches. So you can put a really nice sized plant in this guy. It is in really good condition. Been holding on to it for a little bit, waiting for the right sale to bring it in, waiting for summer, or faux summer, I should say. So you can have some, I'm switching over from terracottas to more vintagey planters because I like the look it adds. Like everyone has terracotta, right? So if you're interested in my planter, it's going to be $8, number 58. $8, number 58 on that one. Let's put you back here because you're a bit of a beast. And it's not super heavy. It's just bulky. It is bulky. I wasn't as cool as Claudia with the color thing. I just grabbed what colors I could. So they're all kind of in that same vein, but I have a couple of different colors. Oh, I got Georgia for number 58. Thank you very much.
You're going to love that one, Georgia. I love mine. I've had mine as long as I've had kids. So it's more than 20 years that I've had mine.
Now, next up, this is different. I brought a bottle. I've had some luck with these, finding these and selling them. This is a Milk of Magnesia bottle.
Oh, that's cool.
And it does say the Cheeseboro, I'll read it out. Oh, no, it doesn't say Cheeseboro. The Chaz H. Phillips Chemical Company, Glenbrook, Connecticut on the front. Now, when they went along, they would have had the paper label. So this is early 1900s. So pre-1930s, probably the 20s, if not even earlier. And these are actually going for bank online. So I'm not selling this for bank. It does say made in the USA. I have given it a vinegar soaking. Maybe some of you are going to be, but I don't have a bottle brush that's going to get in and clean out all of this inside. I have one, but it's not like with the little bristles. It's got like the little nubbies that are, not rubber, but not rubber, if that makes sense. So this guy stands. He is about 7 inches tall. And I love the cobalt blue in the windows. So if you're interested in the antiqued Milk of Magnesia bottle, it'll be $10 and number 52. $10, number 52 for the Milk of Magnesia bottle. And
Kaz wants to know if it glows at all.
This one does. I don't think it does. I went over most of my stuff, and I don't really see the glow in this. But
I've never seen them with that printed right on.
Yeah, when they do it
so
right
cool.
on the label. So if you get them and they have the embossing on the label, that means they're older. If they have the paper label, it means they're kind of like 1930s and 40s and 50s and that way. But I did try to I went over all this with glowy stuff, and it doesn't do the glow. No glow factor. It just shows violet.
So, Sabrina must not be here today. She really likes those bottles.
Can you imagine drinking Milk of Magnesia out of this? So it's supposed to be really good for your face too. For those of you who don't know, it's supposed to be really great for your face. Who knew? So those are my two. Thank you very much.
All right. So I did red. I did orange. Now this is my yellow, even though technically it's Amberina. I showed this one, I don't know, sometime in the last month. It's super pretty. I could not identify the maker. When I was collecting Amberina last year, I bought this off of Mid-Mod Marion. It's really pretty, and it's a nice size. From handle to handle, it's a little more than 9.5 inches. Now, just the size of the bowl itself, 7 inches. It's very shallow.
It is really pretty.
Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. No chips, no cracks, but more yellow than orange or red. This one is going to be $20, number one. $20, number one. And then my next one, again.
I like the yellowy too, Kaz. Yeah. I love the yellowy on that one.
So, lime sherbet. This is the Persian medallion hanging cherry ruffled bowl. So there is the center.
Oh, I'm loving that.
It does have some marks. Now, I gave it a good scrub, but if you collect this kind of glass, you know that it gets this. So I don't know. I didn't have one of those, oh, what are
Magic
those?
eraser?
Yeah, magic eraser, but I've heard that the magic eraser can take some of that off. I don't know, but I did want to point that out. No chips, no cracks, but the cherries are on the outside, and then the Persian medallions on the inside. I just love all the details, and of course, marked
I love
Fenton
the
right
Persian medallion.
there. And from ruffle to ruffle, a little more than 8 inches.
It is gorgeous.
This big. So gorgeous. I was going to do an offer up, but because it's got the little bits of black here and there that I could not get off, I'm just going to do it as a straight price. So this one, $20, number 17. $20, number 17. And that's my green for my rainbow.
Does that one doesn't glow, huh?
This one? Oh, yeah, it glows.
Oh, I was like, it totally looks like it should glow.
Let me. I just assumed everybody knew that this glows.
Yeah, I was like, it glows, right?
Because I shouldn't assume that.
Well, you never know. And now I do want lime sherbet too, and I do like me some sherbet. I prefer sherbet over ice cream most of the time, so lime sherbet actually sounds yummy. Oh, there you go. You got Hope for number 17. I'm sorry, guys. My name.
Thank you, Hope.
I've cotton. I feel like I've cotton in my nose. All right, so I have quite a few depression pieces, but they're all different patterns, different colors, different serving pieces, different pieces in general. That glow did show for Mars. So this is one of the biggest ones I've ever had. I do have a blue one that is a little bit bigger because it's oval. So this is 11.5 inches across. And this pattern is the American Sweetheart pattern made by Macbeth Evans. And it was in production from 1930 to 1936. So it has the scrolling. Oh, that didn't help any better. It does have the scrolling design along the top. I love this. And then the center medallion is different, which I love. I love the little ribbings. All I can think of is this is for a lovely little tea party where you put your little finger sandwiches on, your little cucumber sandwiches on, or your fancy macaroons. I love that too. But it's a beautiful, beautiful serving plate. It would look really lovely on a wall too if you wanted to use it as a gallery piece. But I like the fact this stuff was made to be used and definitely wasn't made to last this long. So for its age, it is in fabulous condition. There is some silverware marking, but it's not horrific. It's more up in this area here, mainly probably because there were other things stacked on top of it, as opposed to a lot of times you get the in the center here. So if you're interested in my pink, and it is pink, it is that depression pink, which is hard to show on camera, but it is the pink depression. If I hold it this way, you can see it a little bit better. Pink depression, American Sweetheart, Macbeth Evans, 11.5 inch serving plate. It'll be $9, number 54. $9, number 54. Yeah, you're welcome, Pat. So that's my first one there. And my next one, I know I love mini finger sandwiches, or I don't like mayonnaise, so I make cucumber sandwiches with Greek yogurt, dill, and with a Greek yogurt, dill, and lemon sauce, and it's so much better for you.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Mayonnaise, and very refreshing and very, very yummy. Yes, see, using them at a girl's graduation party, absolutely. Or just because you can, you know what I mean? It's a fun pink color. So next up, I have, this is probably one of my favorite pieces. I love, it's simple and designed. I guess that's
you guys,
the way
Nikki is killing me. She's killing me.
Love this. Love it, love it, love it. This is a little bit more in that mid-century green as opposed to the other one I showed earlier, which is really like an emerald. This is a little bit more on that. I don't want to call it avocado, but I don't want to not call it avocado. It is made in Italy. That's what that sticker says right there. It's a little hard to show up. And I was very careful cleaning this out. Now my fingerprints are all over it to retain the made in Italy sticker. I love just the simple shape. You got the flat bottom, the little ball, and then the little compote. Now, if Daniel was here, I would say this would be a lovely ice cream sundae dish.
It's a perfect ice cream sundae
It
dish.
actually kind of is a perfect ice cream sundae dish if you wanted to be a fancy person.
The shape, the roundness, it's all sexy. I love this so much.
It is. And it's 6 by 6. 6 by 6. But I love it. It's simple. It's elegant. It doesn't try to be more than it is. It is all hand blown. So here's the little pontil mark. It is polished down, but not that high buff that Murano does. But it definitely comes from that region. So if you're interested in my made in Italy hand blown green compote, which I am kind of in love with, it'll be $15, number 54. $15, number 54. I know I love this color too so much. And those are Matsu. Put you back here, Mr.
Oh, love it. Love it. Okay, so you guys, let me move this.
I got you, Laura.
Here. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm not strong enough for this.
Oh my God, I was drooling over that. Drooling because I love the color.
Hey, Sabrina. Nikki had a bottle Sabrina. You might be interested in. Hi, Helen.
Hey, Helen.
Okay, so we are going to start this at $50. Let me show you the one condition issue before anybody bids. I gotta find it. Now I have this in the smaller size in Amberina in my bedroom. And it is all, every point on that one is broken, but this one must not have gotten used. It must have just sat somewhere and looked pretty. Now I can't even find it. It's just a tiny. No, I can't. Is this it? Yeah, right here. Teeny, tiny little flea bite right there.
Oh, you already got somebody. You got Elliot Tuttle already at Yarborough at 50. Mm-hmm.
So lid, and this will ship by itself.
Yeah.
And it is heavy. The lid is 8 inches across. Without the lid on it, it sits a little more than 8 1/4 inches tall. With the lid on, it's hard to, because it's all the way up to the tippy top, but it is like 12 1/2 inches tall, I think. I believe this is the biggest one that they made. I just could not believe it when
I've never seen one that big. That's what she said. Sorry, I had to. That's gorgeous.
It's the moon and stars.
Oh.
There's no chips or cracks on the bottom. It is this big. It's so big. It is so heavy.
And I'm sorry, this is like my new favorite color. This color, this like peacocky blue, teal. Oh, I'm in love with it.
Yep, the big berth. I'm trying to find the original. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to put that up on the screen. I just never thought I'd come across one.
I've never seen one that big. And then in that color is even more spectacular. That is in that color. Yeah.
I've never seen one this big in real life until I found this one. It's too heavy for me to keep holding up. Oh my goodness.
In. It is a statement. Absolutely, Michelle.
So if you collect moon and stars, you know what a big deal this one is.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If there is no other interest, we can go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hi, Erin.
Hello, Aaron. That is, oh my goodness. Elliot. I totally want to go, Elliot. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Elliot.
Amazing.
Thank you. Oh, that was so heavy.
Yeah. Claudia was working her vintage muscles.
Oh, I was working all my muscles. Okay, so my next one's very cool also. And remember, guys, if you forgot to write that down. Once something is an offer up, we can always change it to an offer up. Originally, I thought I'd make this one an offer up, but I didn't. So if you want an offer up, it will be. I know some people absolutely love amethyst glass and it doesn't.
Do you want Elliot to reach out with email or Instagram?
If you could send me through my email, and my middle name has an E in it. So it's Claudia K, CAYE, vintage@gmail.com. Thank you, Elliot. So it is this gorgeous amethyst pitcher with a clear handle. Now I did get a wash. There is a little bit of water still left inside. It hasn't dried yet. I washed it last night. So here's the bottom. I could not find a maker on this. I found one listed online for sale that described it as Art Deco, which it does look very Art Deco, but they didn't have a maker either. So amethyst glass, no chips, no cracks. It's got this really pretty applied handle. It holds a nice amount.
Claudia's killing it today. She really is. Bridget, you seeing this purple? You seeing this purple, Bridget?
That's why it was so frustrating. I could not get a haul video out last week and I had to go live because I got such good stuff.
You did. She nailed down so much stuff that was awesome and beautiful.
Okay, 7.5 inches tall. Well, more like 7.25.
Can you imagine having iced tea out of this pretty, pretty, pretty picture? Oh, yes. I love the lines of it too, Sheila. It's amazing. I love the hand where the handle is.
This detail. Yeah, it's pretty stunning. Oh. So this one is $25, number 8. $25, number 8.
And I've never seen that style, that color with the handle. I've just, that's something new. It's not something you probably ever find again either. Oh, you got Georgia. Okay.
Thank you, Georgia.
This is a combo of glass. This is a yellow and a green, and I have a hurricane lamp, and it's kind of a mini. I mean, it's not super mini. It is 8.5 inches. So it is 8.5 inches tall. Now, the top of the hurricane, I will point out, does have a tiny little flea bitey guy there. But the fact that it still has its original shape is amazing. The little twisty knob, the little brass implements do work. It still has its full wick down inside there. You can just see that little line in there. That's the wick. And then it's got this really neat, it's so 70s, green diamonds around the outside. It is made in Hong Kong. That's what it says down there on the bottom, made in Hong Kong. And all of the little brass fittings are there. It's hard to find one that works and is in perfect condition. So this works, but it does have, like I said, a little tiny nick up in there. There we go. I did not take this off to clean it. It does have some inside goops right in here because I did not want to mess with the mechanism. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to try to put this back on. So my parents used to have bigger ones of these when I was a kid, and I used to love it when the power went out because they would light these up.
Yeah.
But I like that this is a mini one. Usually they're either really, really huge. I haven't seen one this size. I've had a couple that were this big, which were fun. But this one, I love it's a more of a yellowy amber than an amber. So when I'm holding it up to the light, there you can see it's a little bit more on the yellow side than the amber side. So
I
if
love
you're
the little
interested
details on that.
in this, right? This little, it's like I said, it's very 70s with the yellow and the green. I just love it. So if you're interested in this guy, he's going to be $12, number 57. $12, number 57 for a working hurricane lamp, which are hard to come by. Okay, let's put you over here because you are super delicate. Okay. Yes, I light them all over the house, and then we'd sit down and we play Clue. So when we were kids and the power went out, it was our favorite time of the year. So next up, I have gray glass, which we don't come across. This is actually gray, and it's got a little bit of veining that's black in it too, but it's minute. So I have a shoe, and it's most of the cats are down here playing with the laces, and they look all cute and everything, right? This is not a cute cat. This is a very grumpy cat. Look at that face.
Or
But
he's
I
just on
love it.
guard.
Yeah, yes, because look at the laces are over here, so he's not playing with the laces. He's just, and there's the other lace over, the other lace is right here. So this is a daisy and buttons pattern in the back, and in the front, it's more of a, I don't know, I almost want to call it like crocodile skin, right? It is a little bit on the slag side. You can see right here, we've got the black that it actually slags in there too. Really clean inside. No condition issues with this at all. Now, this one does have a stamp in the bottom, and I believe this to be Boyd. I'm remembering my marks right. So there's the
Yeah.
bead diamond shield inside there. And it's just, I've never seen one, first of all, gray. I've never seen one in slag with gray and black. And then to have just that face on that cat. It's like he's a gargoyle cat. That's what I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
He's a gargoyle cat. So maybe he's very protective. So the shoe measures 5 inches from end to end. And like I said, I've never seen one in this color before, which is definitely a different pattern. This would be really fun for the fall and Halloween as well. So if you're interested in my little slag shoe here, it's going to be $12, number 50. $12, number 50 for the Boyd slag glass shoe. And most of them are Fenton, so to find a Boyd one was a little weird too.
Yeah, I've
And
never come across a Boyd one.
I didn't even know Boyd made them. I know there are a lot of knockoffs, but I didn't even know Boyd made. I know they made candy toppers, which is cool, but
Yeah.
So is a Matsu.
I really like that. Okay, so my next one, pink glass ashtray. Now, when I looked this up, I could not find a maker. I found 2 for sale that said these were rare, that they made them in the blue and the green, which are a lot more common, but to find one in the pink was rare.
Ooh.
I don't know. People can say anything they want on the internet. It doesn't
Yes.
have to be true, but this is the only one I've ever come across. It's very, very cool little fishy ashtray and no chips or cracks that I can see. So it's complete, but it's just a little guy. 4 inches long, 3 3/4 inches tall, from tip of fin to tip of fin. So this big. It is the pink depression color. I don't know when it was made because, as we all know, this pink depression color had a revival in the 60s, 70s. So I mean, it's vintage no matter what, and that's all I know. But it's a very cool little fishy ashtray in the pink depression color. $15, number 20. $15, number 20. And thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Okay, so for my light blue, I brought a Fire King glass trivet. The Fire King
oh, that's pretty.
casserole dishes would go right here. So it does say Fire King right there in the middle. Fire King oven glass. And no chips, no cracks. It's in really, really good condition. It's the light blue, which was the sapphire blue fill bead pattern. It's so, so, so pretty.
I've never seen this. This one kind of gives me another mind blow. You're coming up with stuff I've never seen before, which I love.
I love the Fire King.
I love Fire King.
So I do have a couple pieces, like my pie dishes are this pattern, and then I have a little lidded dish in my kitchen, but my kitchen's mostly green and pink. So as much as I wanted to keep this, I'm like, your kitchen's not blue. You've got to let things go. It's very cool. From handle to handle, it is 10 1/4 inches. Across the bottom, which is wider than the top, 8 inches. So 10 by 8. I see Helen throwing hearts at everybody. Helen throwing love.
Helen's throwing
So
love.
this
Now, what I
Fire King
also love about this,
Sapphire
if you don't want to use it for that, sorry, if you don't want to use it for that, you can use it as a riser. You can use it to as a little place to do a little display on, because it is so pretty and ornate.
This one does not glow. The Fire King blue does not glow.
Yeah.
$10, number 4. $10, number 4 for the glass trivet. And those are my 2. Hi, Chris.
Okay. I love that piece. That piece is gorgeous. So let's see. Next up, I have a light blue piece. Now, I have no idea who made this. I have no idea where it came from. I just thought it was pretty, so I picked it up. It does have a recycled glass feel to
that's
it.
pretty.
So it is like a combination of the clear and the blue, and it depends on how you hold it up to the light.
Oh, it looks like water. Oh.
And it's very oceanic, which is kind of why I liked it. Like if there was a flower that came from the ocean, it would be this. That's kind of what I'm
makes
thinking.
me want
It
to
is
go swimming.
Oh yes, I do want to go swimming. It is like a sky blue too, which is super pretty, and it is thick. And at first think it is it's heavy, but it's not like super heavy. So this does not glow. Like I said, I think this is like a recycled glass piece. Here is the base, and it has all of that like rougher texture, but then the inside is nice and smooth. It is not a huge piece. It is 5 inches across. I thought this would be a great little like catch-all dish. It's also a great little dish for like your keys if you're one person and you don't have a mess of keys. It's just a really sturdy little piece that is not gonna fall off your table and go crackety crack. But it's the colors. It's the swirly colors that get me. This would be really pretty in a bathroom if you have an ocean theme too. It is not Fenton to my knowledge. There's no sticker. There's no Fenton logo mark on it. So like I said, I have this one. This one stumped me. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. And then you take pictures of this, and what do I get? I get like weird decal stickers. That's what it's all the time. I don't get, and I don't get the right color, or it looks like a toilet and I get toilet, but this one here is going to be $7, number 60. And for all I know, this is worth way more. I have no idea. This is just, a nice little piece. So $7, number 60 on this one. Maybe somebody else out there knows a little bit more. I'm starting to do that on my Sunday shows, a what is it kind of thing. All right, I see. I'm pretty sure it is recycled glass. Yes, I see Geneva. You see her first?
Yep, I see Geneva first too.
Okay, that is going home to you. Thank you very much. And my next piece, because I'm gonna stick in the I'm gonna go yellow. Why not? I found this little canary yellow piece. Now, canary yellow is harder to find. I'm not going to say that it's easy to find, but this is a Depression era glass piece, although it is not a Depression glass set. So the Depression glass sets came in sets. So you would have plates and cups and serving pieces and all that other stuff. So this one here is just that Depression yellow. It does have the nice little, I'm going to call it like a crown detail that goes around. So it almost looks like the points of a crown.
That would make a perfect riser.
This way, I mean, I wouldn't do it. You can't do it this way, but this way, absolutely. And it will hold, I don't know if it is. It will hold a candle, no problem, which I like about that. There are people out there who are yellow fans. There are other people who are not. Oh, good. I'm glad she had fun. It was fun doing the sale with Carolyn. I really enjoyed it. It is 3 inches tall, and in diameter, it's 4.5 inches in diameter. Now, I only saw one other listing of this, and they called it a candy dish. I might have seen more, but they called it a candy dish. That don't look like a candy dish to me. I'm just going to be honest.
No.
It doesn't. Like, what candy you gonna put in that? That's not deep enough to put your Skittles in or your M&Ms, whatever you're at. But I thought it was perfect for a candle, and I love the canary yellow so, so much. So if you're interested in the yellow pedestal dish, that's what I'll call it, it'll be $8, number 59. $8, number 59. And the lady I got it from did say that it was Depression era, and I'm pretty sure it's Depression era too, because it has those color vibes to it. It is definitely perfect for a candle. And those are my two. Thank you very much. Oh, I got Kelly for that one. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, I really like that one.
It's pretty. It's just a fun color. That's why I like it.
All
Fun color.
right, so I have got this Hobnail milk glass. It is E.O. Brody, and I love my E.O. Brody. It's made here in Ohio, so I always pick it up when I see it. It is this size. I love the shape on this one. Just classic. It is 7.5 inches tall. So if you need, and it was used, if you need a classic Hobnail white vase, here it is.
Oh, I love these so much.
Yep. Just classic. It is $8, number 16. No chips, no cracks. $8, number 16. And my last item, I love this, but could not identify it.
That happens. Especially when you can't get a good picture of it. Oh,
it is
that's
this
so
candy dish.
Oh.
And this is why I had to bring it, because it's so pretty. So no chips, no cracks. Trying to remember.
You need that to be clear to show off the candy.
Yeah, no.
To show off
it
the
doesn't
pretty
even
candy.
have flea bites on the rim. Oh, and then I find one as I said that. So one little flea bite right there. And that's it. Because we know that's where that usually happens because of the lid coming on and off. Here is the pattern. So it looks a little like King's Crown, but it's not King's Crown. It's not Moon and Stars. It's not Eye Winker. So each of the circles inside has a has like a half circle, so you can feel the roundness of the dot inside each of the circles. I don't know. It's amazing.
They almost remind me of rosettes, like little baby rosettes.
Yeah. So I don't know if the detail is coming across.
Is it Adam's glass? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I could not find it. Let me tell you how tall it is.
I love the handle on that too.
It is just under 10.5. Well, maybe it's like 10.25. But beautiful, classic. Fill that up with Skittles. Taste the rainbow.
All I can think of though is that ribbon candy, that old-fashioned ribbon candy, like sitting in there at Christmas time. Just looks so pretty.
Yeah. So it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do not want to drop it, so I'm going to set it down. $20, number 6. $20, number 6. Yeah, it did not have any identifying mark that I could find.
And sometimes, unless it comes with a sticker or it is embossed, it is so hard to figure out what some of the stuff is sometimes by typing in things or even Google Lensing it. It can be just really hard. We tried to tell you all that.
That was my last one. My grandma always bought the Brock's candy.
Yes.
So the cinnamon ones and the butterscotch ones and the peppermint and the spearmint, that would look so good in there.
Peppermint candies at Christmas would look amazing in there. And you could do anything. You can change the candy out for the season too. I love a good candy dish. I still put candy out now that my son, who ate all the candy, has now moved out of the house. I can do that because it didn't make sense. I'm like, why am I putting it out? It's going to be gone tomorrow. All right, so I have my last two pieces are depression glass pieces, and the last one I'll show you, you're going to be surprised, is depression glass. So this is going to be a set. This is a twofer. So you're going to get the dining plate, and you're going to get the matching cup, teacup, which is really, really great for solo eating. Like have your little breakfast with this, with your little coffee and just feel fancy on a Sunday morning. Why not? So, oh, I love the strawberry wrapped ones too. Those are my favorite. Here is the pattern. This is known as Florentine number 2. It is the poppy pattern. It's also called that. This was done by Hazel Atlas between 1934, I think I have, and 1937. So just like a 5-year period in there. And then the center medallion is really, really pretty too. It does have some silverware usage here in the center because these things were used because they needed to be used. My favorite, though, is the teacup. I love the little teacup. And I think the pattern is just gorgeous.
I love
but it's
the point on that handle.
Yeah, it's the handle that gets me. I love the handle. Now, it's a 1-finger, fancy pinky up. You can't get 2 in there. It's a 1-finger cup. But what's nice is your thumb actually sits nicely on that little point right there. So you can, when you're holding it. And it's light too, which I think is great. I do not think this is one I'm going to say was probably never used because it is so perfect inside and outside. And this is yellow. This is that depression glass yellow color. So you'll get both pieces. The dinner plate, which is a 10-inch, I believe it's 10 inches. I should probably measure that, double check and make sure. It is the 10-inch dinner plate with the cup. Great for your fancy breakfast to-dos. You have your coffee and then your little eggs and bacon. Maybe you have an English fry-up. I don't know. So if you're interested in the duo here, it's going to be $12, number 51. $12, number 51 on the depression sets. I love the handle. I really wish that I had found more than one because I think they're really, really pretty. And they're great display pieces too. So my last piece, this is a cobalt blue luncheon plate, salad
look
plate.
at that.
It is now, it's coming off as very see-through. In person, it is a super, super, super dark blue, like the proper cobalt blue. Really lovely. This is the Mount Pleasant. Hey, book. And hello, Spirit Junkie. I know. I agree. This is a Mount Pleasant plate. Now, these came in different colors than most of the depression glass we're used to. This came in black. It came in blue. I do think it came in pink. I am not 100% certain, and I think it came in clear. But the fact that it came in blue and the cobalt and the black is kind of awesome. So if you're looking for depression glass plates to collect, I totally recommend this because there's no pattern on it. It's very simple. It just has these little, like, almost spokes on a wheel, like little tips that come out. This does have silverware usage on the bottom. This was definitely used. I don't know if I'm going to get that to show up. The silverware marks. It's really hard to show them, but they're there. This plate was produced between 1920 and 1934. So this is one of the older depression glass plates or sets that are out there. This is the smaller one. Like I said, it's the luncheon plates. It's 8 inches across, but you could totally have your dinner on this too. I wish I had gotten more, but it's just the one. And I love cobalt glass. You put it in a little plant stand plate rack. Put it in your window with your other cobalt glass. It'll look gorgeous. So if you're interested in the Mount Pleasant, and this, did I say who made this? I don't know if I did. I don't remember who made it, but Mount Pleasant, 1920, 1934, depression cobalt blue plate. It'll be $6, number 56. $6, number 56 for that plate. And that is my last one.
Do you want to run through just a few things from the beginning?
I can do that. Oh, 56. Hold on, let me write down Kaz. You got it, Kaz. Thank you very much. And I can totally do a few things from the beginning. Because I'm here, I can do that. Okay. Like I told you guys, I get weird too when my allergies bother me. I get silly. So I must be heading into silly mode. So I had the cobalt blue milk of magnesia, early 1900s with the embossing on it. I think I said this was pretty tall. 7 inches tall. If you're interested in the milk of magnesia guy, he is $10, number 52. I don't have the top. Does have the screw top, so I don't have the top, unfortunately. But $10, number 52 on the cobalt milk of magnesia bottle. I had the big, huge, almost 12 inches, 11.5-inch serving plate. This is the American Sweetheart pattern in the pink, in excellent condition. And if you're interested in this one, this is $9, number 45. I've got my plate stacked, so I'm being very, very, very gentle. Oh, good. I'm glad you got a cobalt piece. I love the cobalt pieces. And I've got the hurricane lamp. Does have a chippy on the hurricane bit. These are replaceable. You can still get replacements for this, but it is working, and this is a lot harder to find the replacements for. So it is working. Yellow and green. And the hurricane lamp. Oh, I got you, Helen. It was $12 and number 57. $12 number 57 on that guy. And the other stuff I just showed. The other stuff I just showed was at the end. So we're good. Thank you.
All right. I had the Fenton Bell with no clicky clack, but no chips, no cracks. That was $10, number 9. And it is Amberina, but looking at it back here, it just looks ruby red. I had this Amberina, which looks yellow and orange. It's a heavier piece. I could not figure out the maker. That one, $20, number 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I will do that, Helen.
And then the last thing I'll show was the little pink depression glass ashtray. It's a little guy, no chips, no cracks. And that was $15, number 20.
Oh, that's a good idea,
$15, number 20.
And you know, I had a
that's
bird.
So fun.
I like that. Yeah, I had a bird like that, little fishy, and it was in the depression uranium green, and it was awesome. And they're great little soap dishes too. Like you put them in your bathroom, have a little soap dish instead of an ashtray.
Yep.
I love that fish. That fish is awesome. You knocked it out of the park.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys. And thanks for putting up with my weird voice.
Fun.
Next week we're doing cooking glass. I'm gonna call it cooking glass, like Fire King, Pyrex, glass bake, Corningware, cooking glass kind of stuff. And so we got on tap next week, right? Yes. Yes, I was making sure I wasn't too close. I have no idea what the day is, what time it is. But I'm all thrown off. Just making sure it wasn't too close to the 4th of July. So that's my big announcement for next week. So make sure you join us next week where you're going to have Pyrex and Fire King. That's some of my favorites.
And the week after, which is 4th of July, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
We will not be having our regular live sale. No. We'll both be at barbecues, but we are doing a static sale, and we have invited a bunch of our friends, and you'll be able to just follow the chain on down. It will start at 1 with Nikki, me at 1:30, and then we'll tell you who to go to next. So you'll still get us, just not live on 4th of July.
It'll be a drop pop sale. It's a drop pop red, white, and blue sale, but it's not all glass. It's anything that is red, white, or blue to celebrate the 4th. Totally. Oh, that's good. We try to find interesting, odd pieces that maybe you don't see all the time. You know, I have an affinity for depression glass. Not everybody does. I get that, but I have an affinity for it. So I pick it up when I can.
But when I find it, then I keep it.
I know. I have a couple pieces I do have pieces that I use. I have bowls and plates and teacups that I use that I keep, but because I have more of a set of them. So that's really nice.
Oh, thank you, Leanne.
So
we love all of you guys. Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
And don't forget, Nikki has Whatnot sales this week you'll want to check out.
Yep.
And if everything goes well, I will have a short sale Wednesday morning.
Oh, good.
At 10 Eastern, the hour before Helen comes on. Helen comes on at 11. Gonna just be on by myself, do a quick sale, and then I'll go help my mom with more anniversary party stuff.
Anniversary stuff,
yeah. Because I got such great items that weren't glass last week, and I want to offer some of those up for sale. So I will have my sale on Wednesday, and Nikki will be on Whatnot tomorrow at
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock tomorrow, 3 o'clock on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Pretty Little Thing, so like glamoury girl kind of stuff. And then the next day is my green and gold sale, celebrating my Pride Month. I've picked colors to do like every Wednesday. So this week is green and gold. Last week was black and white. This week is green and gold. And I had to say gold because I have a piece that's gold and not yellow. So green and gold /yellow.
And if you haven't downloaded the Whatnot app yet, then it's super easy.
Yeah.
Because you pre-register, so it's all in there. And when you buy the item, immediately goes through, and so easy, fun, quick. I bought my first item from Nikki last week on Whatnot.
She did.
So.
She did on my black and white sale. Yay! And then Sunday I'm gonna have I am having brunch hour. It's a new show I started. It's a 1 hour long pretty much show. And my guest this week will be Viking Treasure Hoard. So hubby will be joining me for the show, so you get to know him a little better as a reseller. We sell, we talk, but we only sell like 5 items. We show off things, we ask what is it? Like we throw it out to you guys. And we ask questions of our resellers. And Claudia's gonna be on with me soon too, when she's done with the madness that is July.
I'll be on in July.
So come by and check it out. It's a great way to kind of just mellow into your Sunday and just kind of go, tomorrow's Monday. But then you get us on Mondays. Then you get us. So yes. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys in the chats this week.
Yes. Have a good day, guys. Hope Monday's better.
Bye, everybody.